This video contains spoilers about the LEGO Star Wars 2017 Advent Calendar. If you plan on getting this one for yourself and you don't want each day spoiled, please leave the video now. Hello everybody, my name is Ryan with MandRproductions, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars 2017 Advent Calendar. It retails for $40 in the United States, and before anyone asks, I bought it at Toys R Us. It's recommended for ages 6 to 14. Its set number is 75184. Its official name is the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. It doesn't have like a year added onto it, which would be nice if they added the year onto that name. And it includes 309 pieces. Included inside is 24 different mini model builds or LEGO minifigures, and you get one each day starting December 1st all the way through December 24th. On the box, you can see Unkar Stug, you can see a Resistance Trooper back there, you can also see an ATDP, you can see the Santa BB-8 up there, you can see an Imperial Officer or a First Order Officer, I think, a First Order Snowtrooper with a snowplow, the First Order Troop Transporter, the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon, and Director Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. So a lot of new The Force Awakens and Rogue One stuff inside of this Advent Calendar. That's the theme that you're going to notice, which is pretty cool because, of course, it's the newer stuff, so it's nice to see LEGO including that in this brand new Advent Calendar. Flipping the box around, you'll see much of the same. It shows the ability to open up each panel, and you have the instructions will be on the inside of each panel, and it shows off the back or the inside box art, I guess, where you have this kind of dome, snow dome on a desert planet, which is a little bit weird. You can see a Star Destroyer, which is Jakku, obviously a Star Destroyer there, the engine of a Star Destroyer there, I think. So pretty neat little scenery. Again, you can see the Lugga Beast, Unkar Stug, and all the stuff you saw on the front of the box. So no double spoilers here on the back, which is nice. On top, you get the life-size representation of BB-8, as well as some more information about where the set was produced and everything like that. Nothing special underneath, nothing special on the sides, other than just the box art being the same there. And on the other side, you don't find anything else. Now I have the box opened up and you get a better idea of what's on the inside of the box art. It takes place on Jakku. You can also see Starkiller Base covered in snow, so it's really, really cool. I'm going to point out all the little Easter eggs I can see in this thing. You can see the entrance to Jakku, a little hut here. You have a fallen AT-AT walker, what looks like something to do with another Empire type thing down there. You can see Starkiller Base right here is this big snow-covered planet circle thing. You can definitely tell because of this right here, actually. And then up here we have some mountains on Jakku, as well as a downed Star Destroyer, Imperial Star Destroyer, and then an engine to an Imperial Star Destroyer, along with a bunch of little Christmas decorations on there. So it's a really nice looking box. I really like the way they've done this scenery, so I'm pretty excited to go ahead and show you guys what's in day one. Peeking inside day one here, you're going to find that we have the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels. So this is a pretty nice mini model build, and I'll go ahead and show it to you guys up close now. This is what the mini Ghost model looks like. I really do like it. I think it looks really good and accurate, especially for a mini micro model type thing. So pretty nice model, and that's going to go nicely in your Star Wars Advent Calendar. Moving on to day two here, we'll open it up and reveal that inside you have a Sabine Wren. And also inside, what's weird that I just noticed is that in previous years they had a plastic interior. This year they have like a cardboard paper interior. You can see that it's white. In previous years it was black and it was plastic. So that's a little bit different. I don't know if I like that or I don't like that. I don't really have an opinion really. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's probably better for the environment or cheaper for them to make. So hopefully it's better for the environment first and foremost, honestly. Anyway, Sabine Wren is the minifigure you get. And here she is. She has been included in the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter with A-Wing set, so this isn't a new minifigure per se, but it's still a really cool one to get. You don't get her helmet, which is kind of a shame, but she does look really, really cool. I'm a big fan of this minifig, and it just looks good in general, so it's a really nice addition to the Advent Calendar. She also has a pretty cool Lego gun right there. Not one of the normal ones, this is like a custom one that they have for this, so very, very cool. In the interest of moving things along, I'm not going to show you guys what's inside of every panel, but for day 3, we do have the Phantom, and this is the original Phantom, not the version 2 Phantom, but it does look really, really cool up close here. You guys get an idea of what it looks like. It looks a little bit weird in the front area, I think. I don't quite understand what's going on here, but it is a micro model, so you can't complain too much. It's really hard to get a lot of the fine details. I just feel like the shape is a little bit off coming into the center and back areas, so it's a nice mini model, but not my favorite one in the set. For day 4, we get this really nice micro turret build. I'm a big fan of this one. It actually looks really cool. They use a lot of cool Technic pieces in this to make it look really different than a lot of the older versions. I also like this gun they used on the inside here. I think it just looks really good in general. It's got this nice sight on the top. You can have the main gun area there. So a pretty nice micro turret. Very, very cool. And it's going to go great with this Advent Calendar. Again, it's much better than some of the previous versions I've seen in these Advent Calendars. Day 5 is this Resistance Trooper, which is an exclusive minifigure to this set, but it's not like a really cool minifig at all. Like, it's really just not that special. It's got the gunmetal gray or silver type weapon there. It's not the pure black one. But again, the print on him isn't super special looking. He's not like a super iconic character that we've seen in the movie, but I just feel like they could have done something better as far as an exclusive minifigure goes. This is kind of lackluster because, we have a lot of Rebels. You can mix and match them, or rather Resistance Troopers, but you can mix and match them and already get one that pretty much looks like this, I'm sure. So a little bit disappointing there, but we'll go ahead and put him over with the turret where he belongs. Day 6 is the First Order Transporter, and this is a really good micro build, actually. I wish they had done one in the mini version, like the $4 polybag type version, but I think this build looks really, really cool. They did a good job getting a lot of the cooler details in there. It's got the elongated hole right there to hold the minifigs. You can see the area where it would drop down on the real version, so the engine area looks pretty cool, too. I'm a big fan of this set. I think they did a great job, rather micro build, not set, but you get the point. It looks really, really cool. I think they did a great job with it, and it's a nice micro build for this set. Very, very happy with the way that one turned out. Day 7 is a regular First Order Stormtrooper, so you're not getting anything super special or exclusive here. It's just going to go well as an army builder. You can also sit on top of the First Order Troop Transporter if you want him to. You can see that it has the studs on there, so if you want him to sit up there, there's plenty of space for him. It actually shows him sitting up there in the box, so very, very cool. I actually kind of like that as a feature, just kind of a cool play feature so that kids can have that to play with. I really do like that. Very, very cool minifig to get with that First Order Transporter. Next up is this Jakku-themed weapons kit. You can tell it's Jakku themed because of the sand color on the bottom. It has one regular gun, and it also includes a wrench, which we'll put on here so it doesn't fall out. It's got a ladder right here, so it's just kind of a cool and different weapons area. I think it's better than a lot of the weapons things that they've included in the past, which really are lackluster, but I'm actually kind of liking this one. It's nice that it includes a crate because that's just kind of a cool piece to have in a ladder, so it's got cool pieces in it for what it is. It's been 9 days in the Jakku desert, and we've come across a speeder. It's Rey's speeder. Okay, Rey's speeder, this is a very nice mini model build, micro model build. I think they did a great job designing it and getting the shape just about right. I feel like the front is a little bit too elongated and pointy there, but other than that, it looks really cool. I am a big fan of this one. I actually kind of want to put this one on the shelf next to the full-size Rey speeder. That's just kind of what I want to do with it, but I really like this. They did a good job with it. I like the grill on the bottom as opposed to just studs, so very, very nice. We'll go ahead and throw that one down here. Unfortunately, instead of including Rey to go with Rey's speeder, they included Unkar's Thug, so I'm not really a big fan of this inclusion here. I think they could have included Rey and really appealed more to the female LEGO Star Wars audience, as small as that might be, but I think it just would have been cooler for that to be included. Unkar's Thug, not a special minifig at all. We've gotten him in the full-size Rey speeder, and I just don't really like that minifig. It's just a weird one to me. It's just a little bit off-looking. We're on day 11 now, and for day 11 you get the Lugga Beast, and it looks really awesome. I like the head shape, it looks really cool. The legs are a little bit weird, so in the back you have these plate-built legs, and on the front you have these brick-built legs, so I don't know quite how to feel about that. I feel like these are a little bit thick-looking compared to the ones in the back, but overall it's a good design, and it looks really nice. I think they did a good job getting all the proportions right. Oh, we're halfway there, oh, living on a prayer. Oh, it's the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon, day 12, baby. I really like this thing. I think they did a great job with it. The difference between this and a lot of the older Millennium Falcons that they've included in advent calendars is that it doesn't use the plated top like they have in the past. It uses this brick top, and it allows for the radar dish to look more like the Force Awakens version, which is what they were going for there. So a very nice and different build of the Micro Millennium Falcon, so I'm a fan of it. I think that one goes pretty well with this set. Day 13 is going to be the First Order Snowspeeder, and this is a LEGO set or a ship that did not appear much in The Force Awakens, if at all. I think it was only in a couple of deleted scenes, so that's a little bit weird, but it is in this, so I think it's just because LEGO had the official $40 version for a couple of years now, and they decided they could throw this in here, and it would kind of just work, so I'm a big fan of it. It's also going to come with a First Order Snowtrooper up next. Here's that Snowtrooper. It's the same one that we've gotten in all of these sets that have included Snowtroopers from the First Order, so I think it's a pretty nice army building minifigure. It's going to go well in this set like that, but other than that, it's not exclusive or anything. You can have him stand up on the First Order Snowspeeder if you want to. It just looks a little bit awkward because of the size difference. It doesn't quite work like the First Order Troop Transporter, but you can have him standing up there if you want. Day 15 is a rather awesome build. It's the Snowblower. It's something you wouldn't quite expect in a Star Wars advent calendar. It's more of a city type thing, but they did include it in here. It looks really cool. It's got the snow blowing out of the top here, some of the snow going into the front section there, and it's just got a really cool red design with the handle in the back. So you get a snowblower. Very, very nice addition. Up next is Director Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. Now, this is a really cool version, a micro version of it, but I do have one flaw that I want to point out. It's that you can't fold the wings up, like they don't go past right there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it does look really cool in the downward angle, so I'm a big fan of it. You can hold on to it by the wing on the top, so you can fly it around. It's a really, really cool model, so we'll go ahead and place it down in the middle here. For day 17, you get a First Order officer. He looks really cool. He's a different looking one, but I think he's returning from a set. I don't think he's exclusive to this advent calendar, but I might be wrong. But this is the First Order officer you get. It comes with a small gun. Nothing super special there. Day 18 is pretty exciting. It's a Y-Wing. I like this Y-Wing. It uses some really cool pieces in there to get the shape right, and it's a little bit skinny looking, but I think it just looks right to me. So that's my opinion there. It's the Y-Wing. Looks really cool. It's going to go really nice with your micro model builds. Day 19 is the TIE Striker. This is a pretty good mini model build. Again, it looks very accurate to the larger model, so I really do appreciate the work they did with this one. Again, I think they just did a good job capturing the shape with it, and it looks good in general. Day 20 is the Imperial Hover Tank, and it looks really awesome. This is a great micro build. I think it looks very accurate to the larger model. Aside from a little bit of shaping inaccuracy in the back here, I feel like, other than that, it's just an awesome micro model. I really like it. We're going to go ahead and place it down there. Next up, I believe we have like a Death Star crew member. I'm not exactly sure, First Order crew member. You guys could tell me in the comment section below, I'm sure. I don't know exactly the names of all these specific crew members that they have now. It's kind of confusing to me, but it looks really cool. It has a nice print on it. He's definitely not exclusive. I think he's been in other sets, but he's a really cool inclusion for you First Order or Imperial Army builders as I drop him onto the table below. And day 22 is the ATDP. This is a really cute build, to be honest, and I think they did a great job getting the shape as best they could. They used this lightsaber hilt type piece on the front. It's kind of a half lightsaber hilt. It uses the half lightsaber hilt and half not lightsaber hilt type thing there, but it looks really good. I think that in general it's a really nice micro build, and it's going to go really well with the other Star Wars Rebels stuff included in this advent calendar. For day 23, you get a sled that has some presents on it. You have a green, blue, and red present on there, as well as some engines in the back, which is kind of a cool detail to have on a sled. You have those blue engine-looking things. And you can put a minifigure on here if you want, so we'll just take this one and put him on there, because the next minifig will not fit on here quite like that. So he does fit on there if you want someone to fit on there. Looks really cool. We'll go ahead and place that in the front. And lastly, the Christmas minifigure for 2017 is going to be Santa BB-8. I am a little bit disappointed, to be honest. They really cheaped out on this one. I feel like they didn't go the whole length they could have done. You guys can see underneath there is just a regular BB-8 wearing a Santa hat on a surfboard. I mean, I just really feel like they could have done a custom print like they do with all the other Santa minifigures for previous years, but they just didn't do it this year. That's what really disappoints me the most, is that they didn't give him a custom print. They could have done him in red and white and green as the actual minifigure and then give him the Santa hat, but just the regular BB-8 minifigure with the Santa hat is just super disappointing. It's just honestly sad. So with all the great micro builds in this set, it's just kind of sad to get this type of minifigure as the exclusive minifigure for the year. So I'm really disappointed with this, to be honest. I just wish they had given us something better there. In general, though, it's a great advent calendar. You get a lot of Rogue One, Last Jedi, and Star Wars Rebels builds. You don't get any like Clone Wars or original trilogy things in here, unfortunately. So you're looking at all newer stuff with this advent calendar. So if you're a fan of the newer Star Wars shows and movies, you're going to be a fan of this advent calendar. Again, the biggest disappointment here is the BB-8 Santa minifigure. If you even want to call it a Santa minifigure, it's just BB-8 wearing a Santa hat, which I could have done with my own collection, which is the sad part. I just really wish they'd given a custom print with different colors on the actual BB-8 figure. My favorite build from this advent calendar is probably the First Order Troop Transporter. I just think it looks really awesome, and I think they did a great job getting the shape right. And also has the really cool added playability feature of being able to put a minifigure on top of it like that. So very nice build. This is probably my favorite of the advent calendar. Let me know in the comments section below which one is your favorite from this entire advent calendar. There are 24 different things in here. Let me know what your favorite thing is. If you enjoyed my review of the LEGO Star Wars 2017 Advent Calendar, please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here, because this is the first review of the LEGO Star Wars 2017 Advent Calendar on YouTube, at least at the time I'm filming this. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Check out my other videos on my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.